Alright, I'm getting a lot of people asking me about my opinion on this. I think it's cool, especially this part. I think it's like a special move. It looks like how Negan beat Abraham and Glenn up. Well, mainly Abraham. But this is Negan from The Walking Dead coming to Tekken, the video game. Now, I played fighting games a lot, especially when I was younger. Tekken, Soul Blade, Soul Calibur. I think Soul Blade became Soul Calibur, something like that. I remember I used to play as Li Lulong, the guy with the nunchucks. I think that's his name. You used to throw it. Special move is you throw the nunchucks on your feet, and it was ridiculous, but it was fun. Mortal Kombat back on the Sega Genesis. I remember finding the codes out, hearing from someone at school, and then coming home and doing the codes, and then my dad was pissed. He was not happy about that. We thought it was bullshit, you know? Because no other game, that was unlike anything before. No other game had shit like that. And then when you did the code, you had this brutal fatality that was insane. And I thought it was so cool. Anyway, fan of fighting games. But now that I'm a little older, my tastes have shifted a little. If I had this game and it was here, I would put it in. It's not a game I would ever actually leave my house to go buy. I wouldn't download it. I wouldn't pay $60 when it first comes out. I'm not excited for it to come out. If I happen to have it, if it's on like a Black Friday sale in a year and it's only $5 or $3, and I'm not saying it's not worth it, I'm just saying my tastes have kind of shifted. I know if I play this, I'm only going to kind of play it for 1 or 2 times with Negan, and then I'll never touch it again. I think a big problem with fighting games has to do, or as far as my tastes shifting from fighting games, is it has to do with just simply button mashing at the end of the day. I'm not a fan of that. I think this is cool. I think if you're a fan of Tekken, I think how they had Negan with the lineup in the beginning of this trailer. I can't play the trailer, obviously, because of copyright claims, but they have all the Tekken characters sitting in a lineup, and Negan comes out, and they reenact everything from The Walking Dead. And they did a pretty good job, and he looks like Negan from The Walking Dead, and he's got Lucille. I was expecting, to be honest, a couple special moves where they showed the one at the end where he does the bat, and maybe it's early yet. Maybe it's early, and we're going to get this down the line, but imagine if they did. To be honest, it's been so long since I played Tekken. I don't know if they have like these special finishing moves or special moves. But imagine if one of his special moves is to pull you to your knees quick and then put an iron on your face. Something like that. Or what could be a cool one? Cutting your guts out. Maybe if this was Mortal Kombat, they'd have something like that. I did think it was a bit corny. He does all this brutal shit and there's no blood. So maybe Negan would be a better fit for Mortal Kombat. Imagine Negan in Mortal Kombat. Yo, now that I might get hyped about, because then you can open someone's guts out with the you ain't got no guts stuff. He can have his knife as a special. The iron, you can actually burn somebody's face in the match. And nowadays, once you do that move on somebody, they would have a burnt face for the rest of the fight. That would be badass. And then with Lucille, obviously, when you're hitting them, you get the blood splatter for the finishing move. You can do the Glenn when you hit them. Their eye pops out like Glenn. Shit like that would be pretty cool. But since it's in Tekken and there's no blood, I'm fine with not having blood for a fighting game. That's all right. But I do. As cool as this is, I'm a little. I can't say disappointed because I'm not into fighting games, but I am a little confused why they don't have like the iron move or a knife move. You don't need to have blood and guts, but have them just stab them in the stomach and then get back to fighting. It doesn't have to be this big finishing move. But like I said, I think this is so cool for fans who are still interested in fighting games. Me personally, not going to go anywhere near this probably, unless, like I said, it's like $5. Yeah, it's like $5 in some sale, and I just want to play Negan for some reason. But you guys let me know. Give me your thoughts and opinions on this. I think this is cool for the fans interested in this type of game, and I'm interested to see if they will add some more stuff to Negan's moves, like the iron and shit like that. And I will say, I think Negan would have fit better in Mortal Kombat, and they can have some bloody-ass shit going on. Anyway, thoughts and opinions about this. My final opinions, I think it's great. I'm just not big into fighting games. Now, I will clarify. if I'm around some friends and we're hanging out, maybe even online, rarely. I'm more like in person. I think it's funner if we're in the same room. For me personally, having a few drinks or hanging out, and we put the game on, because then we can rag on each other while we're playing. Online works the same way, but I'm more personable. I like doing it, together in the same room, in real life. I think that would be fun. I would probably play this if I had some friends hanging out and we wanted to play a fighting game. Yeah, I would check this out with Negan. So there's probably a better chance that maybe one night at a party, I might end up playing this when it comes out. I don't know. We'll have to see. But put your thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.